Hi, boys and girls. So today I'm going to show you what work you're going to have this week when you are home for a library. But before I start, I just want to remind you that we are doing the Storybook Pumpkin Contest again this year. You all are in second and third grade, so you remember. You're going to decorate a foam or a fake pumpkin as your favorite storybook character. It is optional. You do not have to do that. That is not part of your library work, but they are so wonderful to look at. And I hope that you do it this week with your family while you're home or next week. They're due October 28th. And I can post the flyer on Google Classroom. It's also listed under the library in the superintendent's corner. And I believe Ms. Penault sent it out in a one call as well. Okay, so let's get started. So for your assignment this week, I want you to click on classwork right here. And now it says to do October 13th to October 16th. That's the week that you're home. This is your remote work that you're going to do. So check out an ebook on Sora. And this might look familiar to you because it is. This is what we did this week in library. When you were in school, I wanted to go through and show you a few more things and give you a little more exposure to it. So you'll be seeing, this is the second time you'll be seeing this, so hopefully it'll look familiar to you. So you're going to watch this video that I'm making right now. You're going to find an ebook or an audiobook of your choice to check out on Sora, and then you're going to click Mark as done when you're finished. So we are going to click on Sora. And now we need to log in. And over here, I know my button says my school is MLS Commonwealth. Yours is going to say find my school. Okay, so you're going to click on that. And now over here, you click on Assawamsett Elementary School. And you go through here and it says select your school. And so we click on Assawamsett. And the green button, sign in using Assawamsett Elementary School. So now we are going to authenticate our login. And by doing this is we have to pick our student account. So if a grown-up is logged in over here using a Gmail account, it has to be the student account because that's how the company knows that we have a subscription to that. So you have to have that freelake.org in your domain to be able to access it. So I'm going to click on AES Student 31. That's my fake student. And here we go. So when you log in, it will probably either have you at the Explore page or on this page right here. So this is the Explore page. So a couple of things. I got some feedback and there are a lot of books on here that are not available. So in order to prevent that frustration, I want to show you a few things. Over here where it says Preferences, I want you to click on this. And where it says Available Books, I want you to change it to From Everything. I want you to put it to Available Books because when it's everything, it's books that are out that you can place a hold on, in addition to the ones that are available. This way, if you do this, you're only going to see the books that you can actually borrow, okay? So that kind of helps. And then over here where it says Language, if you click on that, you can select what languages you would like. For me, I'm going to have books as that are written in English, but you can also select books that are written in Spanish and Portuguese and Chinese and Galician. So you can pick whichever ones you would like. So I'm going to just narrow it down by English, and then you can click Apply. So now when we go through and we do our search, it's only going to show us the books that are available. So again, these are headphones. So these are audiobooks, and you can check out an audiobook as well. Audiobooks. Over here we have our subjects. So say I wanted to look at chapter books. I'm going to do juvenile fiction. And then notice over here now, all of these books, they say borrow, borrow, borrow. So it's only giving us books or audiobooks that are available, which will solve a lot of frustration. The other thing I want to show you, and this you might need your family's help with, you can broaden the number of ebooks you have access to by adding your public library. So if you have a public library card, if you click, do you see these 3 lines over here? If you click those 3 lines, oh, let me move my face over there. If you move those 3 lines, this over here gives you access to all the different libraries. Now, I have this on my account. What I did was where it says add a library, you're going to click on that. You can type in Lakeville Public Library, and then from there, Lakeville Public Library is part of the Sales Library Network. Once you're in the Sales Library Network, then you also have access to these other library consortiums. So if you wanted to check what our school has, you would put the green dot would be here. If you wanted to see what Sales has, which would be like the Lakeville Public Library, it'll show you right here, showing juvenile young adult books from the Sales Library Network. So they are different and they do have different things. So this way, this will expand the number of books that you have to choose from. But again, you're going to need a public library card, and you're going to have to get the card to write down the number, because when you do go to add a library and you type in Lakeville you might have to type in Sales, or maybe it's not because I've already typed in Sales Library Network. So this is my library. So over here, so for me, for you guys, you would need to type in your library card number because it'll prompt you for it. If you have any questions with that, just email me. I can also add another video on here on how to add your public library on there as well to broaden your searches. All right, so now we're just going to go back to searching for our school's books that we have, and then we'll go back to juvenile fiction, and let's see what looks good. Oh, this is one I've been highlighting. It looks really cute. It's by the same author who writes Judy Moody. So over here, gives you a little summary of it. When you want to borrow it, remember, do you see where it says borrow? You just click on borrow. And then once you do, the book will come up. I want you just to, it's coming up with the last place I left off because I think I showed this to another class. But over here, you just click off to the side, and then that's how you flip through the pages. And some of these they can also be read to you. And if they are like that, they'll have a start narration button at the bottom. So once you've borrowed your book, if you go down here to where it says shelf and say you're ready to return it, all you do is you click on options and then you click on return. Because you can have up to 3 books out on here. And when you're done with it, if you want to return it before the time it's due, then you just click on return. They automatically return on their own after 14 days. So then you don't even have to worry about returning it, and you'll never have an overdue book. It's actually kind of nice. All right. So I hope you guys understand this. And if you have any questions, all you need to do too is when you're on here, remember, you can private message me right over here in the private comments. Nobody sees that but me. So if you have a question or if you're having trouble with it, don't worry. Just click on the private comments and we'll work together. Because when you come back to school, we'll do a recap of this before we move on to the next one. Okay? All right. I hope you guys have a great week. message me if you have any questions on it, okay? And again, it should look familiar because we did this in library this week. All right, bye.